Hey, so I'm joined today by Jonathan, who is the founder of Talent Heroes, and he is currently on one of our programs, the Rapid Results System. So he's going to tell us a little bit about his experience, and I can tell you from the picture in front of me that he looks a lot trimmer and a lot healthier than he did when he first started, but we'll tell you more about that. So thanks for joining me, Jonathan. Would you mind telling us a little bit about your struggles, the things you were struggling with from a health, fitness perspective before you started with the Rapid Results System?
Sure. So I guess my struggles were probably like a lot of other people, having come out of COVID and working from home much of my time. I've become pretty sedentary, sitting behind my desk and not really doing a great deal. Lethargy, lack of fitness, weight gain, all of the things associated to not really moving and not really doing an awful lot, and also struggling from a time perspective to think about how I'd fit it in. That's kind of why I initially engaged and wanted to sort myself out.
Makes total sense. We hear the post-COVID story a lot. I know certainly I put some weight on, and I'm in fitness. It's the kind of, we were stuck behind the computer, right? And it was a 24-hour thing. So I feel your pain. So before you, obviously,
the biscuit tins there on tap, beers in the fridge.
Yeah,
it's too easy to finish early and get into bad habits.
Yeah, of course, and you're not moving, right? So your weight goes up pretty rapidly as well. So obviously, you're still going through the process at the moment, but you're starting to see some results. So before you started on the program, on the Rapid Results System, what were your concerns about the program? Tell us a bit more about that, please.
Okay, so I don't think I had any concerns about the program. I guess looking at any kind of program, this is the first. I spent a lot of my kind of formative years training and had trainers and different things over kind of 25 years. But this is the first time I'd looked at doing something which was completely remote. And I guess my concern was about the level of accountability I'd have without having someone in front of me saying, more, go harder, go faster. But being remote, it suits me and my lifestyle and my working patterns. So that's why I thought I would try it out and see if it was going to work for me. So
and something you brought up there, which was
more
flexible
trepidation of whether or not I was going to get value out of it, or whether I would actually commit.
Yeah, and something you brought up there, which was flexibility, which busy people generally say, I haven't got the time, it's not flexible enough. So what was your experience like, with regard to it fitting into a busy schedule? What was your experience like in general as well?
So because it's all online, and because it therefore means I can do it when I want, it means it's much easier for me to fit it in a day. And for me personally, that always means start of the day. If I don't get it done at the start of the day, then I don't get it done at the start of the day. Having that flexibility is quite helpful. But having the app and the accountability and the engagement with my trainer, the accountability of what I'm eating and all of those sort of things is what's made it really work for me. If I cheat, then I'm only really cheating myself. So as a remote first platform, it's been really good for me.
And would you say that the accountability has been the difference between what you've done before and what you've done? What the reason you got such good results, or what was the main thing for you?
So previously, if I've had a trainer face to face in the gym 2 or 3 times a week, I'll do that session and come out of that session and go, oh great, okay, go and have a curry then, and a couple of pints. Whereas this, your program's made me, do lots of things, not just physical and food, but no, the food's a really important one for me, because it's the one that says upload your lunch, your dinner, any snacks, and my trainer will look at that and go, maybe drop out rice and switch in for couscous. Maybe don't have so much fruit. Have more green vegetables. So that feedback on the food, which I thought was good food, has helped me tweak my food, and that's really, really helpful. And just knowing that if I drop a session, that he's going to message me and go, "Are you training today?" And I go, "Oh, I've missed a day." So that's really important. But also, it's not fixed. So if it's booked on a Tuesday, I can move it to the Wednesday if something happens. It's not a problem at all. It's in my control, but I'm also being made accountable.
Absolutely, and that's the magic that makes it all work, right? Is the accountability around your food and your training, just doing that on the regular, right? And what just tell us then. Obviously, you've not finished the program; you're still quite active within the program. What kind of results have you got to date, and what's been the biggest change for you?
Okay, so I'm in week 13, and I've gone from 95 kilos to 82.7 as of this morning. So I've lost pretty much a kilo a week it's been a bit more kind of ski slope at the start, and I lost a lot in the first 10 weeks, and now it's tailing off a little bit. So I've been changing up what I'm doing, putting in some kind of sprint type sessions to get those last stubborn 3 kilos off, which is for me to get to my target weight. And when I started, I knew I would lose some weight, but I didn't expect to lose it quite so quickly. And it's not just diet, actually, kind of the tonality of my body is much, much better than it was. So I'm thinner in the face, I'm putting trousers on that I haven't worn for 3 years. I'm 2 shirt sizes smaller around the neck. I can move more easily. I had a knee problem, which has almost disappeared now because I'm not carrying the weight. So yeah, it's been transformational.
That's great. You've said, you've mentioned kind of like the physical benefits. What have you noticed any different? I'm asking you this off the cuff. I've not pre-asked you this, so I don't know if the answer is no, but about to find out. Have you noticed any difference in your energy, in your productivity at work? How does that look for you?
Yeah, it's quite interesting. A lot of people are talking to me about what I've been doing and how I've managed to trim down so quickly. And when I do a lot of fasting, right? So I will typically fast 8 p.m. till at least midday, and that's been really good. And I thought I'd find that struggle, but actually, I've got more energy. I'm more alert. Even though I'm putting the training sessions in and 12,000 steps a day and all of that sort of stuff, actually, less seems to be more kind of on that food front once you throw all of those things in. And then from a kind of a mental and emotional perspective, obviously, getting into clothes that you've had hidden in the back of your wardrobe for 3 years is quite nice. And when my wife's like, "Oh, they're new trousers," I'm like, no, they're from like a long time ago.
For my wedding day.
I never got into them. So now that's happening.
Yeah.
Now I've got a raft of my team like, "Oh, I'm going to try this fasting thing," and maybe you can put me in touch with your trainer and so on and so forth. So it's been good.
Brilliant. What we often see is that when the boss gets fit and healthy, he has a positive implication, impact on the rest of the team. So like, I want to do that. I want to feel that way. So it's kind of top down, right? It's great to see that your team's starting to get on board with it as well. Is there healthier snacks now? Have you got rid of the donuts in the office, or is it always quite healthy?
There's no donuts and nothing sweet coming into the office at all.
Oh, good answer. Well done. All right, Jonathan, I appreciate you kind of sharing your journey and a bit about your story. So would you recommend the program for people that are potentially like you, running companies, haven't got tons of time? What would be your kind of words of wisdom for anyone watching this?
So I would definitely recommend the program. I think from the point of view of the commitment, because the commitment is relatively flexible, it's quite easy to adopt. I mean, you still need to put the time in, right? So you still need to go to, do at least 3 sessions a week. You really need to be trying to walk 10 or 12,000 steps, which is about, I don't know, an hour and a half. But you capture those steps just by not getting on the tube or not taking the cars to the local shop. You soon pick those steps up. So yeah, I think it's easy to adopt. It's flexible enough for my working schedule. It fits in around family life. And the results are quick to be seen. So yeah, absolutely, 100% recommend it.
Brilliant. Right. Well, again, we didn't pre-prep that, so I appreciate you giving a positive thing at the end there. So thanks again, Jonathan, for your time. Appreciate you spending a bit of time to talk to us about your journey, and I'll speak to you very soon.
Yeah,